Welcome, guys. This is Cinema Headz. Obviously, we're missing two people. They are gone.
Whatever.
We have
Adrian,
Matt Stonehenge,
and Gabe. Today, we're going to be reviewing my Flashback Friday, The Flintstones.
Yay.
Movie done in 1994.
1994.
Yep.
You guys remember how old you were in 1994?
10.
Directed by Brian Levitt. Yes.
That's good.
Starring some pretty good actors. We have John Goodman, who plays Fred. Elizabeth Perkins, who plays Wilma. Rick Moranis. Yes, he's getting better. Legend. Barney. And Rosie O'Donnell plays
Good
Betty.
old Rosie.
Other than that, there's only one other notable person in this movie, and that is the lovely Halle Berry. So the movie is initially about... It starts off with Fred giving Barney money so that they can adopt Bam Bam. And then during this time, Barney says, if there's anything I could ever do to help you in any way, pretty much, I'm going to do it. So at their work, they're taking an assessment for this new manager program. And Fred is talking about how if he got it, he wouldn't change. He would be there for the people pretty much. And he wouldn't change a thing about how he is. He would stay humble and all this stuff. So the test is going on, and the main guy, the boss who's kind of doing this, who's the assistant manager, who's basically the villain in this movie, tells everybody to put their pencils down, and Fred just quickly does the answers to the test.
Yeah.
Bombs it.
So pretty much he failed. Barney kind of seeing it. Obviously, he's a smart guy. He answers all the questions correctly. He puts his test into an envelope, walks to Fred and says, "Hey, would you want me to take that for you?" And Fred's like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right." So he takes it. He looks at it, and he's like, "Oh, my God, he bombed." So then he remembers, if there's anything I can do for him, I'm going to do it. He acts like he drops the test, picks him up, switches his test into Fred's, puts Fred's at his, and turns it in. Lo and behold, Fred wins. He becomes a new manager in their work, which includes a salary, basically moving on up to the east side. Now, the whole movie is pretty much based upon the villain using Fred initially because he's not bright to be able to do this scheming plot to basically embezzle money from the company. Mr. Slade's company. And because of this, Fred now makes a ton of money and he's all happy and he's buying things like new cars, new outfits, new jewels for Wilma. And he's beginning to change personality-wise into a rich yuppie. That's what I like to call him.
Rich yuppies.
Rich yuppie.
Yeah.
So initially, everything that he said before about never changing, he changed. Which money does that. Regardless of who you are.
Yeah, he drinks Starbucks at that point.
So initially, after all this, at the very end, he basically finds out what's going on. Halle Berry is used to try to sleep with Fred. It doesn't work, and then she wants to help. She turns to a good guy because the main villain's such an idiot. And then they kind of fix everything and then go back to normal. But in the process, he hurt pretty much Barney and Betty, and then Wilma eventually, and then she leaves him, and then it kind of humbles him back up. And everything works out in the end. Classic, pretty much any cartoon story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ending.
But other than that, what I want to bring up right away is how beautiful the movie looked.
Yeah.
It is from, like we said, 1994. The costumes, the animatronics, the CGI.
Looked just like the cartoon.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
The wardrobe, it was
great.
so good.
Super colorful.
Yeah, the references of driving in the cars using their feet and stopping.
Smoke coming off.
His yabba dabba doo.
Yeah.
Was so perfect. Just everything about the cartoon that makes it so good for such an old cartoon. It's so old. Steven Spielberg was a producer. They really put a lot of the cartoon to the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we'll kick off to Adrian to see what he thought about the movie.
Well, obviously, it's just a great family film. Even, the year 2018, if I had a family and had little kiddos, I would make them watch this because I'm sure they would like it because it's just great.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie. But I think the biggest thing, like, because I haven't watched it in years, so when he picked it, I was like, oh wow. You know, I thought, oh, maybe I won't like it as much because it's been so long, but it was just still a lot of fun. But Rick Moranis. I just miss him.
Honey, I Shrunk the
Honey,
Kids.
That's
pretty much what
Honey, I
happened.
Shrunk the Kids, Little Giants, Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He did so
Little
much.
Shop of Horrors.
I just miss him in movies.
Yeah, he was great. During that timer, he was
legendary actor. Yeah, legendary actor for sure, especially for us kids back then because he was just in everything.
It's like our childhood.
Yeah, he was just amazing.
He made glasses look cool.
What about you, Matt? What did you think about my Flashback Friday?
Yeah, it was a pretty good pick. I did enjoy it. It had comedy. It's got a good sense of humor with it. It keeps rolling. Like you said, it still visually holds up to 2018. Like, if you made that movie right now, I severely doubt you would want to change anything. Because, I don't see how you could make it better. You can change the actors, except for that super swole John Goodman. He was playing Fred like
Roseanne buff.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
But I mean, even when Bam Bam's picking up the car and he's lifting him up, and he's lifting it like his little baby weights. I can't lift baby weights now. He's picking his car up with all these people in it, and it all just held together. And even like you said, it's forever old right now. It's almost 20 years old, and it's still damn good out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's Steven Spielberg when he makes movies. They're just like they're very, very beautifully done, like accurate, and you can tell he puts a lot of work into making sure things look right.
Oh yeah.
So
it just doesn't make sense that this only got 22% of Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of these movies that go from cartoons to live action, they get so hammered by critics because they're not about a running creek down the river into somebody's heart and makes millions you've never heard of, and then it wins Academy Award.
Very true. I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that are awful. Yeah.
I'm making that movie right now.
I know. And I bet you it wins. Bet you critics give it 100.
The other thing I did also was Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Goodness gracious.
She was good in that movie.
She's just wow.
Yeah, I mean, she's wearing like a two-piece. Like it was just nice.
Hey, very young Halle Berry.
Yes.
She can yabba dabba do into my heart.
And that would be an Academy Award.
That's gonna be the sequel to that movie that I first one came.
But yeah, I mean, the movie was beautifully done. The acting was great. Yeah, I mean, it was just a fun. Like, you knew what you were gonna get into going into.
Yeah,
it's fun.
So me personally, my rating is a 7 out of 10. I think the acting was great. The animatronics, like I said earlier, everything just, it was like watching a cartoon, literally live action. That's like what it was.
Yeah.
And I used to watch the tunes a lot. It was very, very well done.
Yeah.
So Matt?
I'd probably give it you thought it was you. I'd definitely give it a 7 also. It's really good. It's cute and it is very family friendly.
7. I give it a 7. It's just fun, man. It's just a lot of fun. That was a good pick.
It was a good pick.
That was a nice, like, little turn.
Retro.
Yeah, man, that was good.
It kind of sucks you don't have JP because he could have been our little Barney Rubble.
No, I would have put his hair into Pebbles. Or Bam Bam. I mean, other than that, guys, this video is pretty much done. We're going to have these Flashback Fridays more often. So if you have any suggestions on any old school movies you would like to see, please leave it in the comments below. I mean, they're very fun to watch, these old school movies, and to rate them. Obviously, with that being the end of the video, Matt.
And of course, this has been Cinema Headz, the review you deserve and the comedy you need. And in that movie, there is tons of comedy for you to laugh at. Of course, if you like this video, why don't you give us that beautiful thumbs up? Like you said, drop in the comments anything you want us to watch, anything that you enjoyed of this video. Of course, follow us on that Instagram, Facebook, and that beautiful Twitter page, because we are doing big things behind the Stone Age in the bedrock of the times before Christ, which is BC. And of course, this video is boom! Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba doo time, a dabba doo time. Winter is coming, but you can stop this winter, and you can stop the White Walkers if you subscribe and click that notification button for free!